If this video gets affected by COPPA, please join my Discord server to comment on this video. Link in the description. Well, hello everyone, this is HunterTube back again, and today we are doing something I haven't did in a while, mainly because I was focused on my series and all that, and I am super behind on it at the moment. But anyway, as you probably knew, some of you, if you knew like way back in October, you probably saw a community post of me getting this. So anyway, with that out of the way, if you saw the community post from like a month ago, you should know what this is. Also, if you read the title, you should know what this is. Yep. It is the new Thomas and Friends push-along. I'm still calling it Trackmaster push-along, by the way. Knapford Station. So yeah, I got this like over a month ago. But yeah, and as you can tell, I was pretty much impatient to wait to do the review on it, so I opened it already, just why it's pretty much empty. But anyway, you can see the push-along Thomas in there, and then the coach with the feature, and then on here you can see the layouts. This is where the handle would have been, and then on the back of the box it looks like this. You can see that says Knapford Station in a bunch of different languages up here, and then over here you can see that you can see the layout of Knapford Station right here, and then up in this corner here you can see the contents, and it says it in a bunch of different languages, and down here it's just other stuff in a bunch of different languages, and then on the bottom we have Thomas climbing up the barcode as he usually does. But anyway, let's re-unbox Thomas. And since I already unboxed this once, it should be very easy to get out like that. Okay, so before we look at all the special things about this set, we're going to look at Thomas and his coach. But before we do that, we need to look at the instructions. So these instructions here are basically in a bunch of different languages. I mean, the front looks pretty okay, but then when you look at the inside, you can just see that this instruction sheet is pretty disorganized. I mean, it gets super disastrous when you look at the back. I mean, look at that. There's just like a whole jumble of different languages. And you just see 3 tiny little pictures. Just look how unorganized that is. Let's be glad the English-only instructions look a little better. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's look at Thomas and his coach. So we're going to start off with the generic, normal, nothing special, ordinary Trackmaster push-along Thomas. So yeah, there's nothing special about it. There's no printed details, sadly. But there's one thing that is on the box that I wish was on this Thomas. So, if we look at this illustration on the box, you can see something. Thomas here has front cab windows, but what does the toy have? Nothing! That is not what I want. I want front cab windows, not nothing! Now with Thomas out of the way, we're going to look at the special red passenger coach. So, it's just a coach that has the feature kind of like how Steven's coach did, but it's a lot more worse. The whole entire top part goes down, and it looks ugly. But anyway, on this side, you see people in there, and then when you press it, it becomes night. And then on the other side, it's people, but then when you press it down, it's monkeys? What is it with Mattel and monkeys? I honestly don't know, but why are there monkeys stowing away in the coach at night? Maybe this is secretly designing it to be merch for that Thomas's Animal Friends episode. But Steven's coach did it way better because there was an actual button on the top that made the passengers appear and disappear. rather than having this whole piece push down and then come back up. If you did it like this, it would have been so much nicer, but no, you didn't. But at least it has like details on the front and the back. But it has this disastrous coupling of a disaster. But anyway, those were the coach. That was the coach. And now we get to the main part of this set. So before we look at Knapford Station, let's look at that bridge back there. So this is basically just a simple little bridge piece right here. Let me take it off. And it's just on one of those rails right there. And it has two bridge pieces and an Knapford Station sign. But here comes the worst part about the one I got. This is the worst sticker placement I've ever seen by Mattel in my life. And I hate it very much. Why, Mattel? Why did you have to give me the one with the bad sticker? This is what you get, Mattel, for giving me a bad sticker. Anyway, with that out of the way, I would just like to mention something here. This Knapford Station sign is exactly the same mold as the Tidmouth Bridge sign from that Over Under Tidmouth Bridge set expansion pack thing, because they're the exact same mold, because they have the 4 signals. It has the tabs for the gantry piece. And yeah, so if you wanted to, you could make this thing Tidmouth Bridge instead of Knapford Bridge. Even though Knapford never had a bridge in the official TV show. But I do like it because it works perfectly with my layout, because my layout literally has this bridge section that comes right before Knapford Station, and I love that. And now that we looked at all the small little parts of this set, let's look at the main attraction of this set, Knapford Station. So I'll just move Thomas out of here, and you can see that there's a big sign that says Knapford up here. Then we have the bays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it's like that on both sides, where 6 is on the same side and 1 is on the same side. Like that. And then we have a handle here, where you can lift it up. And I can literally just lift it up off the ground. And then we have a few platforms here that are decently sized, which I like. And on the side here, actually let's look on this side first, we can see Fuzzy the dog from Thomas's Fuzzy Friend. I also like how they gave it like brick detailing here, along here. And then on this side, we can see a lost dog poster for Fuzzy. But then it gives us this very thing that the official show didn't give us. It says here that Fuzzy's original name was Jack the Beagle. So yeah, there are now 2 Jacks on Sodor. Jack the Front Loader and Jack the Beagle, also known as Fuzzy. Also, I know this doesn't involve Knapford Station, but to install this station, I literally had to move this piece of track over. So you can probably literally see the footprint of the track right here, right next to it. It goes all the way across. You can really see the footprint here. And it would have went right to there. Also, another thing I like about this station is how you can take off the tracks and then use it as a storage thing. You just shut these, and then you shut it on the back side too, but you see the Thomas & Friends logo there, and that kind of looks like a shed, which I don't really kind of like, but you don't even see that, so yeah. And then I also like how there's actual like brick walkway details underneath the track. I mean, that's kind of cool too. I mean, it looks nice for what you get. But yeah. And now, just quickly put the tracks back. Also, another thing I like about these drop-downs is like the little details of ballast on the side, even though it's not painted black. But you could probably easily come in with your textures and paint it black if you wanted. It's that simple, honestly. And that was the big overview look of Knapford Station. So, what are my thoughts on this thing? my thoughts on my rating scale are I'd give this thing a perfect 10 out of 10. Yep, that's right. I gave this thing a perfect 10 out of 10. It is that good. The only thing I didn't like about my model is the fact that I had a very bad sticker on the Knapford Station sign. Also the fact that Thomas didn't have front windows like the box depicted. But those are just very minor nitpicks, so I won't bug about them. But anyway, now we are going to run a couple of engines on this thing. But before we do, I want to give this sort of little idea inside people's heads. I was wondering if anyone out there could buy 2 of these Knapford Station sets and try to turn it into Vickerstown Station. That would be amazing if someone was able to do that. I would honestly love if someone did that. Or even if Mattel came up with the idea to make like a bigger version of this to make Knapford Station. I would praise Mattel if they make Vickerstown Station of this. But I doubt that'll happen now with the silly season 25 reboot that is going to change the world next year, and I doubt anything good will happen with the merch afterwards. But anyway, we're going to run a few engines on it in 3, 2, 1, go. And that was the running segment. So I hope you enjoyed this review. And this is HunterTube saying thanks for watching. Bye for now. And I am very sorry for the lack of uploads we've had for the past few months. It's just school has been hard, and this stuff that's happening in the world right now has gotten me into a state where it's very hard for me to make videos at the moment. But anyway, the next video will be the long-awaited Q&A responses. So I'll see you then.